Welcome back. It's now time for our person of interest. Today on The Breakfast Club, we're joined by someone who's known for bringing both grit but also a touch of gentleness to all of her portrayals. This is Aadihti Pohankar. Most recently, you'll remember her as the young wrestler Pammi in Ashram, where she stood tall against a godman's twisted empire.
All right, but today we are meeting Aditi, the storyteller. She'll walk us through the process behind Prayer, a collaboration with her sister that dives into faith and fear and what it's like to create in Hollywood and in Bollywood, beg your pardon, today. She's bold and brilliant and she's here with us today. Let's welcome on the program. Hi, Aditi. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. If we could, talk to you first up about how's your day looking like? We've had a brilliant startup start to the day. What is your ideal day like in the life of Aditi?
Firstly, thank you so much for having me here. And I like to keep things simple, but they should be eventful in the sense, like, for example, if you ask me my routine, I wake up very early in the morning, like say around 4:35, and I start my day with spending some time with myself. Basic breathing exercises, which any actor, can benefit from. So I do that, and I make sure that I do not have a like if I've done something yesterday, I do the same thing for the next 7 days so that it goes in my subconscious completely. Then I start my day with having a smoothie or something. I am a little bit of a fitness person because I had been an athlete and I know the value of my body, because many a times when we have like there was a recent action sequence where I had a fall and I had a tear. So how important your body is, you only know it when it's like that body part is probably not working. Like right now my ankle is hurt and it's so difficult to even barely walk across the street, right? So I make sure when I'm fine I take care of myself. And yeah, I think I don't really I don't think about it so much of what I'm eating. I eat a very balanced diet. I'm a vegetarian. I've always been a vegetarian. And yeah, by 7 o'clock I eat my last meal, and then by 10:30 I try to sleep.
How lovely. You're very, very healthy and you're also waking up earlier than we are.
Very regimented.
Yeah. Aditi, if we could ask you, many of the people watching today may not know, because you talked a little bit about sports, but many may not know that even both your parents were sports people. What is it like growing up in a house with two sports people?
Yes, sure. So yeah, I've grown up in a household which is full of my father was a 10,000-meter runner. My mother played hockey. So at that time, I really didn't believe it, because by the time they were parents, they were all invested in us, and I never saw them work out or go somewhere. They were doing what they were supposed to do as parents, which I'm really grateful to them for. But the atmosphere at home was always such that we always ate on time. We always ate in a, like for example, there was a balanced diet. We never sat on the table to eat. It was always preferred that you sit down and eat, and don't drink water after eating. These small things, which kind of like it's like a sanskar that you are doing to your body. Like you say a prayer in the evening and you eat, so that there is some kind of a in Hindi, as they say, Agni Prajwal hota hai usse. Your digestion starts actually when the cooking begins, because the five senses start working on it. This kind of an information was always spoken about. My father was a food technologist, so he was very particular about growing us up with good food, but without any stress. There was never stress about not to eat chips or not to do this, not to do that. It was always about just eat on time. That's it, And they both were into fitness. They both were into. I think. I remember one thing, that if my mother was busy, like she was a teacher, and if she was busy, my father would take over the kitchen. So it was never like the food was going, the timings were going here and there because they were busy. So I never felt, that absence of they are just professing it and not practicing it. So I have taken that from them.
Aditi, talking about family, yours is one which has so many stars, and now we know that you are going to be doing another project with your sister, and she's directing it. You've just teased fans with a poster of something called a prayer. Could you tell us what's that all about, and also working with your sis?
Right. So between my sister and me, we share a terrific bond. Thank God that she says, "Thank God you were born," because I was born very late. We have a huge gap, my sister and me, and I was like there is another child who's born to like kind of save the family, and they're like, "Arey ye ek aur bachcha kar lo," kind of thing. So I think I was born. Honestly, my mother used to say that to me. So I don't know if it's true or not, but I was born like that because yeah, I mean the thing is that unless and until you have opinions, there is no family that happens. So I think that's how I came in, and because of that, what happened was after me there was nobody. Like there are no cousins or anybody after me. Like I was the last one then in the family, and there are like I have one cousin probably who's like my age kind of thing, but I was just like always taken like spoken to and all that. So my sister and me always had that. Uh, I won't say I would say like a mother. She took care of me because my mom passed away quite early. I was quite young and younger than her, and since then it was like a parent-daughter kind of a relationship up to a certain limit. The best part about a bond is that we look at each other as individuals. So it's never that even if she wants to tell me that I don't think you should do this, I think this is not right for you, because she knows better since her experience of life will be more. But she would let me experience it. She would let me understand it. When I am not, when I don't know where I'm going, I would ask her for a solution, and that time she'll explain it to me that look, now you have done this, next time don't do it. So, I think this is a great bond between an actor and a director also. And this just so happens to be that we are sisters and I'm getting along so well.
So sweet.
So, Aditi, some of the people watching right now will be watching and saying, but why have you not asked her about ashram? Because there's been so much excitement over the last few years about your work in ashram. Now, ashram's a very heavy show. It's one that has several political, societal undertones. There's a very clear metaphor and message being drawn there. When you pick up a script that has such implications, that is a powerful script like that, for you, is there ever a sense of nervousness while choosing a script like that?
So, everybody who knows me, they know that I pray a lot. And I also go to Mount Mary every night. I go from Juhu to Bandra almost every night, In fact, there are people there who are like at the candle stall and all. We are like friends. We meet and we are like, we chill and like, क्या आज तो thank you बोलने हैं, आज तो ये करने हैं, that kind of a vibe. So I've always prayed to the divine that you give me scripts that will make an impact in the society, because that's why I am an actress. Otherwise I would have been an athlete, because I wanted to make a change and I wanted to be that change I want to see. So when I pick scripts, I'm really not picking them. They are getting picked for me by the divine, and I'm just performing it. So what happens is now, once it's given to me, it becomes like a responsibility to go ahead with it. So yes, the role was meaty. I had no idea about it. I'll tell you honestly, when Prakash sir, when Shruti Mahajan approached me for this part and she said, will you audition for it? And I said, again the audition bit. And I'd just done She that time. So I thought, maybe I'm going to skip auditions now because it's like such a scary, I don't know why it's so scary to give auditions. I've watched so many Hollywood actors in their interviews and they're also so scared about it. So is this something about auditions and actors? And I was like, oh, okay, I'll audition. So I auditioned, and then when I audition, then I take some time. I understand the script, I understand the character. If I get the part or not, it's fine, but I need to do it properly. So according to me, so I, got the outfit and everything. Even for She, I got the outfit. I rehearsed in it. Then I showed it to Maxwell. Then I showed it to someone else. So people are like, "Oh God, this audition is coming now. She's going to hold us by the next 2 days. Yeah, how was this? How was that?" So I like the process of preparing for the test, because it's like the preparation is fun. Then if you get the part or not, it's okay because I've had the fun now.